Hello everyone, DSP here, and welcome to the weekend preview for February 1st, 2016. Welcome to the first weekend preview of February, which is going to be a very eventful month for gaming, which we're going to talk about in just a moment. But first, I would like to say, seems a little weird that I'm doing this on a Monday, doesn't it? Of course it does. Usually I do the weekend preview on a Sunday night. However, this past week was so busy, yesterday in particular was such a busy day that I did not have a chance to do the weekend preview, being that I had just done my rock band 4 marathon, Rockathon 2.0 for 7 hours, and then something pretty crazy happened on the internet regarding Fine Brothers Entertainment, and I did a reactionary video to that, which seems to be what everyone wants me to be doing this year. So with all of that, I just didn't have time to do the weekend preview, which is fine, because today I actually have a little bit more information for everyone regarding this week's schedule, so I'm actually glad, in a way, that I held off a little bit on that, okay? So let's talk, first of all, very briefly. This past week was very busy. Okay, I finished up Resident Evil 0 Remastered, I continued on with Yakuza 5, and I did my first blind run through Undertale, as well as started my pacifist run in Undertale. Okay, that's what this whole last week was. Plus, I did a reactionary video to the WWE Royal Rumble 2016. I did a reactionary video to watching Star Wars The Force Unleashed, The Force Awakens, finally in theaters. In addition to that, Ask the King was released. In addition to that, yeah, I know so much. A new DSP tries it with editing of some time, not time lapse. What's the word I'm looking for? Basically jumping forward in time because it was a baked item that Leanna and I actually made for DSP Tries It this week. And I did my first impressions video on Undertale, and there was hits of the week all on KO Gaming, those two new videos. So I hope you checked out KO Gaming at youtube.com/KO Gaming 1. There were 2 new videos there as well. There was a lot of new vlogging, but there's also a lot of new KO Gaming stuff. So I hope you'll check it out. I'll be honest, this past week on KO Gaming was a little slow. Seems like people weren't really checking out the videos too much, but I get the feeling it's because really it's old stuff. With new games coming out, I think people will really get more interest in the channel and it'll start to pick up a little bit, okay? So, speaking of which, let's talk about what's coming up this week. Then I'll give you an update on Patreon, which seems to be a very positive update for the month of February, so I'm happy about this, and I want to spread the word about it, all right? And then we'll wrap it up. So this week in particular, what can you expect? Well, today was Monday, and I had a day off because I had all this personal shit to take care of. I didn't really want to get into it with everyone because I have a tendency to share too much, and I didn't want people being all fucking stupid, overdramatic about silly shit. So didn't share it with anyone, but I was busy all day today. So there was no new gameplay today, but there was an update to the Fine Brothers situation. A huge update. So I actually just filmed about maybe a 5 to 10 minute reactionary video to that. It was a pretty short one compared to my first one, and that should be live here on the King of Hate vlogs by the time you can see this video. So if you watched the previous episode about the Fine Brothers and you want an update, check out the new video that just went live, okay? Tomorrow, the big new release for this week is the Call of Duty Black Ops 3 Awakening DLC. It's the first DLC pack for Call of Duty Black Ops 3. Now, I played the zombie map for Black Ops 3 when it was released at launch, as well as I played, obviously, all that multiplayer at launch, and I did enjoy the game. I think I liked the zombie map way more than I liked the multiplayer. At that time, I did buy the Season Pass because I am really interested in checking out all these zombie maps. So the update that I have for everyone, the news that was just kind of announced was Awakening is supposed to go live around midnight Pacific time. So around midnight Pacific time, I'm actually going to turn on my PS4 tonight. I'm going to see, gee, is there a patch? Because there's rumors there's going to be a 9 GB patch for Black Ops 3 before you can even get the DLC to work. So I'm going to get that patch. I'm going to download the DLC. I should have all that in place for tomorrow, where my first gameplay stream on Tuesday will be the premiere of the zombie mode, and it's going to be co-op. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, we're getting the band back together. It's going to be myself, Coruchado, the Airy Lord, and P-Dog. This is the same team that we had way back for Black Ops 2 when we did all the zombie maps way back when, 3+ years ago. We're going to do all these zombie maps this year together starting tomorrow. So that's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be about a 3.5 to 4 hour gameplay stream of us doing this really fun zombie co-op together, okay? Then tomorrow night, there will be a second gameplay stream, which I almost never do, but I'm going to do it. I don't know if people are going to be interested, quite honestly, because I haven't done second streams in a long time, so if not a lot of people show up, not a big deal. But I'm going to be checking out my first taste of the new multiplayer maps that were released with Awakening. And then Wednesday, my main focus gameplay stream is going to be playing more of the multiplayer and or if I feel like playing more of the zombie map. on my gameplay stream for Wednesday, because what I want to do Wednesday night is do a mini review of the Awakening DLC after I've had a taste of all the multiplayer maps and the zombie mode. So Tuesday, all gameplay all day, 2 sessions of it. Wednesday, first half of the day will be gameplay of the Awakening DLC. More than likely, it's mostly going to be multiplayer, but there may be some zombie stuff in there. And then at night, I'll be filming, editing, putting together my mini review of the Awakening DLC, and I'm going to be doing that for lots of DLCs this year. You know, typically for DLCs, I don't cover them. I'll play them, I'll do the raw footage, but I never really give my opinion on a DLC. With KO Gaming, this year, it's going to be a lot different. I'm going to have opportunity to take the time to be reviewing these DLCs so you know if they're worth your hard-earned dollars or not, okay? So that's going to be coming out Wednesday. Thursday, we're going to go back to regularly scheduled stuff, and what I mean by that is that Thursday, I'm going to be doing my Undertale Pacifist playthrough continuing, and I'm hoping to finish it in that gameplay session on Thursday. Now, from what I understand, I'm more than halfway through, but apparently the end of Undertale as a pacifist run is actually incredibly difficult because you never fought combat in the game, so you never actually leveled your character up, and you've got very low HP for these final fights that are quite difficult to survive when you have no HP after you take a hit. So, that could be interesting. I'm actually very interested to take that on and to see what's going to happen with that. So that's going to be Thursday, my gameplay stream. All right? Thursday night, I'm going to take that time to start working on the hits of the week, which is going to feature gameplay from Yakuza 5, my Rockathon 2.0, my Undertale Pacifist run, and the Awakening DLC in Black Ops 3. So there's a lot of stuff to cover this week in the hits of the week. And then Friday, main gameplay stream will be Yakuza 5. I'll be returning to that. Friday night, the hits of the week will be released, okay? The weekend into next week, what I'm planning on doing and what I'm hoping is going to work out, if I take Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, and if all 3 of those days I focus on Yakuza 5, I think I can beat it. And I think I want to do that. The reason being, starting next week, okay, so starting February 9th, there's an incredible amount of new releases every week. Let's go through them so you know what to expect starting next week. Naruto, Shippuden, Zendukai, Shayabusa, Battle Arena Toshinden, Ultimate Ninja Storm 4 comes out on that day, and I'm definitely starting that because I want to play that game. I played the last one, and I really enjoyed it, and it's supposed to be the end of the Naruto storyline, which I want to see because I used to be a huge fan of Naruto, all right? Also on that day, Unravel is released, which I definitely want to play, that cute yarn character platformer style game, almost looks like Little Big Planet. Looks really good, was promising when we saw it at E3 last year, and I definitely want to play that. And Firewatch. So Firewatch is kind of the game that's on the back burner, and I may or may not play it, but I want to focus on Naruto and Unravel to start the week. And we'll see how long it takes, you know, for us to get through those games over the course of the week. So that's all on February 9th. February 16th, Street Fighter V. Huge. I'm going to be covering that game in massive depth, playing with all the characters, going through arcade mode, going into the challenge mode, doing their challenges, and going online, doing online play. Whatever modes there are, I'm going to be checking it all out. Full coverage of the game for a week. It's going to be a Street Fighter V Mania with maybe 1 or 2 days taken out to do something different if I didn't finish up with one of the things from the week before. So Street Fighter V is going to be insanely huge. I'm going to do tons of coverage on it. And then on February 23rd, you got Plants vs. Zombies Garden Warfare 2 and Far Cry Primal. So as you can see, there's a ton of shit that I'm going to be doing in the next month. I'm not going to have time to play Yakuza 5 anymore. So I'm hoping that if I really buckle down and I play it Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday on my gameplay streams, I can finish the game. The bottom line is that's what, about 12, 13, 14 hours of gameplay? I don't think there's that much left in the game. I'm actually on the final character in the game right now. So if I really focus on it and I work hard and I, you know, do well in it, I think I could probably beat it on Monday, which would be perfect, okay? Now, over the weekend, there may be other stuff. There may or may not be a DSP Tries It this week. I actually have something a little different this week. It's actually a drink that I want to try, so there may be a DSP Tries It on that on Saturday. We'll see how things go. Sunday will obviously be the weekend preview. Monday, I'm not sure if I'll have time to do a vlog or an edited video. We'll have to see. All right, maybe I could do like a final thoughts video on Undertale or something like that. I don't know. But we'll see. The bottom line is this week is going to be very busy between the Awakening DLC coverage and then me doing a mini review of it on KO Gaming, between the Undertale Pacifist run completion and the hits of the week on Friday, and then bunkering down to try to finish Yakuza 5. It's going to be a very busy week, and I hope that you'll join me for it because it sounds great to me, and I hope it sounds good to you. All right? Now, update on Patreon, because I've got a positive update. As of the closing time at midnight last night, because actually Patreon, closes at midnight of the final day of the month. Right now, and this is very very questionable. I'm not saying this is a definitive thing. It looks like we've hit the goal for the month of January, which means the Patron's Choice playthrough is going to return, all right? In fact, people kind of came out in droves at the last minute because I think they saw, wow, Phil's doing a great job with this 3-channel formula. We like what he's doing. We like these reactionary videos he's doing now. We support this, and people pledged kind of last minute, and I think that we're good, all right? It's going to take a few days. After a few days' time, we'll know, because it'll process everyone. After a couple days here, you may hear from me on Twitter saying, listen, tons of people got declined on Patreon, and we really need you to update your pledges so that we can hit the goal level. Because that's what happened last month, is it looked like we hit it, and then literally like $200 to $300 of pledges got declined. And then luckily, I talked directly with several patrons. They got it worked out with Patreon, and we hit the goal level. So let's hope that, we can get through without that. But if it happens, no biggie. We'll get through it this week, and hopefully by the end of this week and, next weekend, not only will I have a new patron crawl for you here in the Week in Preview where I can thank patrons for pledging in the month of January, but I'll have a positive update where I'll tell you, yes, we're definitely doing the Patron's Choice playthrough, but maybe not. We'll see what happens over the course of the week, all right? That's pretty much it. All right, I'll just remind everyone, if you are enjoying everything I'm doing, you like these changes, you're really enjoying it, not only should you spread the word, obviously, that I'm doing things differently this year and that you like it, but there's other things you could do to support me. Like I mentioned, Patreon. You could check out our Amazon Associates link in the description of this video. There's many things that you can do, all right? So please do. That is it for the Week in Preview. Thank you for watching, everyone. No patron call this week because, like I said, we need to have Patreon updated and actually process everyone's pledges, which has not even begun yet. So I'll have that for you next week. Thank you, everyone. Really looking forward to the Awakening DLC tomorrow. I hope you'll join us for that zombie co-op because it was a ton of fun back in November when we did it. And I could just imagine it being just as good, if not better, the second time around. Thank you. Peace out. See you later.